Welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into history. You've heard the story. Greek soldiers hide inside a giant wooden horse. The Trojans roll it into the city, and boom, Troy falls. But what if I told you the Trojan horse probably never existed? The most famous trick in ancient history might just be a massive misunderstanding of poetry, of metaphor, and maybe even of ancient tech. Let's break down the real story of the Trojan horse, what really happened at Troy. The story comes from Homer's Odyssey and later Virgil's Aeneid. After a 10-year siege, the Greeks pretend to give up and leave behind a gift for the gods, a massive wooden horse. The Trojans pull it into the city, celebrate their victory, but inside the horse, elite Greek soldiers wait. At night, they sneak out, open the gates, and Troy burns. But there's a problem. First, there's no archaeological evidence of a giant horse or trap. Second, Homer's Iliad doesn't mention the horse. It ends before Troy falls. The full story only shows up later in Roman sources like Virgil, hundreds of years after the fact. So was it all just fiction? Not exactly. Historians now think the horse was a metaphor. One theory? It was a siege engine, a kind of ancient battering ram, possibly decorated with a horse's head. Another theory? It refers to Poseidon, god of earthquakes and horses. Maybe an earthquake, a gift from the gods, broke Troy's walls, and later poets turned that into a legendary tale. Here's the wild part. Troy was real. Archaeologists found its remains in modern-day Turkey at a site called Hisarlik. And around 1200 BCE, the city was violently destroyed, so something big happened. Just probably not a horse heist. So the next time you hear about the Trojan horse, remember, it might not have been a trick, but a metaphor for earthquakes, siege warfare, or even ancient propaganda. But hey, it still makes a great story. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.